Mondstadt welcomes you.
Error. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're angry. Body and mind. Something that catches your eye. Definitely be something that catches your eye.
Rise! Freeze!
Come a little closer.
This is order. I'm so sorry. Quake! I will have order. Rise!
Let's spark things up a little.
Crumble! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite. This is order. Freeze! Quake! Oh, so sorry.
No touching! Let's dance!
Ah!
Ready? Go!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
All hail!
Cool it.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Push your luck. Cool. Freeze.
Power that ended Haishan!
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it. Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
To ashes!
Time for your arraignment! Incinerate! Inadmissible
Outlines your fate. Let me lead.
Time for your arraignment!
Ring cutter! No, my sword!
Swift and merciful! Spirit blade! Attack!
Incinerate!
From whence you came!
Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
Incinerate! Breath of the flame!
Submit for judgment!
Motion to compel!
I ride on wind and cloud alike. A touch of frost.
No, my sword! Witness the power of Guwa!
From whence you came!
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword!
Inadmissible evidence! Boom boom!
Swift and merciful! Submit for judgment! A touch of frost!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guwa.
From whence you came, swift and merciful!
Motion to compel! Breath of the flame! Boom boom!
A touch of frost!
Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Time to act.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing today.
body and mind.
Try something new at the Wan Ming restaurant.
Now, this is what I call a moment of solitude.
May the Lord of Geo protect you and fortune.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically, Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these three items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information...
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
No.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the material, I have other business to... Remember, this is a...
Ningguang seems super busy. First we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. As it happens, we have...
No.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand... Oh, right, yeah.
They had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
They're not here! Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody...
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the...
So what? She's loaded.
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an... It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you...
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Lioli Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are.
Boss, I'm telling...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. we'll sue her for...
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten...
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe.
I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though.
You can't do that. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really? So...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so on... Wait, that's right. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work on an Psst. Do you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how...
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough, Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go!
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains!
Enough about me.
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition, and now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you...
Wow! But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier.
Then let's not delay.
Great! Paimon...
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this plan can be classified as awesome. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victor.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baishu? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally. I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Oh, and she also...
No, we've...
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in... As far as the...
Okay then, let's go. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome.
Please, show me your prescription.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the... At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any suns...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to... Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful with him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him. Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that? Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go. There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms.
Okay, we will be. said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there? Got to here and then... Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many...
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the Sunset Vermilion...
Really? Let Look, it's gone and snuck, and now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh.
These are not real clouds. If we want to go down, we must first destroy them.
All right, then let's...
I sense the presence of monsters. Manifest! Unleash! Manifest! Unleash! Obey! Unleash! No, my sword! Rain cutter! Obey! Unleash! Manifest! It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Do your master's bidding! Manifest! Obey!
Submit for judgment!
Manifest! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Inadmissible evidence!
Unleash! Obey!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! The celiacs disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Obey!
From whence you came!
Unleash!
One with my blade!
Manifest!
Swift and merciful!
Rain outlines your fate. Unleash! Manifest! By ordinance divine!
Breath of the flame!
Spirit blade! Attack!
Rain cutter! Obey! Manifest! Obey!
One with my blade!
Motion to compel! We're gonna fall! This time, we're really gonna fall! Ah! So high! Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That series on the move again! Let's catch up with it! Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Manifest! Boom!
Submit for judgment!
Rain outlines your fate. Cryo incarnate! Obey! Unleash! Obey! Time for your arraignment! Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Unleash!
From whence you came!
Do your master's bidding!
A touch of frost!
Manifest!
Forth, my blade!
Ring cutter! Unleash! Obey!
Spirit blade! Attack!
Feeble! Manifest! Cryo incarnate! Obey!
Submit for judgment!
Wrap up the flame! Unleash!
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite? Vermilionite? It's so huge! That's true.
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending.
Wow, Shenhe. You seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time.
Hold on a sec! Paimon, if we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, but if we don't activate it...
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plostrite sample this large, my safety.
That's right! You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, sure.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing, so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe! And Ningguang's little helper!
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the...
Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So, whenever Paimon gets praised...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than...
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Baiwen said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate.
You can't do that. It's dangerous. When you're hungry, you go eat some...
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head...
Hi there! Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers, so business is...
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just to the... Here are your keys.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other rooms... Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good. Let's buy one for Shenhe, too. She can...
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you... See you...
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and say hi.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah!
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool! So, calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe...
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go...
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. What? You knew already?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival, but not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though! Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed. It is one to whom she refers. Xianhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhua because you were worried.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One is
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Hey! So, Shenhua...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught... On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important...
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should... But before we do that, let's go to the buildings. After all, Sunset Vermilion... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky. But it seems to be tied down.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey, person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials.
One moment. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilion.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is...
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling, to be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. Wow! So it looks like the 3 of us are competitors now. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between... Sounds great!
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Han...
Wonderful. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has... Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see... The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel...
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf? Or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called
Of course I have. Sorry,
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady...
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need to, if I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her star splinter. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll... I'm really... Of course, it's probably just hearsay.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel... I hear the view there is quite spectacular. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head... I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about? It's the story of a girl becoming a... Cool! A hero story? The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, the wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, if you want... What a nasty piece of work! But the monster was so... Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl... No! Unbeknownst to anybody else, her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the... And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never... Opera is always an interpretation of the event. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose... Well, it's sure
Time to act.
Body and mind.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Body and mind.
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh. He didn't...
Hello, sir. We were just passing by, and...
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin...
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman, if that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can find some... This place is deserted now.
Huh? You...
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's...
Time to act. I hope we find long-lost ancient literature. Time to act.
The remains of a god. Does this mean that the true story of the divine damsel of devastation... The time frame certainly matches, so it seems we're in the right area.
Time to act.
was worth the trouble. Unexpected, but welcome.
Huh. What's this? So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling when, according to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the... Oh.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Huh?
This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of... Let's go back and tell...
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I bring flowers back here every year.
Apologize for what? There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to be... So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not...
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, I'll tell you more about the old...
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is...
Let's go.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like just now, in the village.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your
It's okay. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before.
Don't worry. I believe... In fact, I think maybe you...
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat it.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help...
Body and mind.
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
Oh, goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to...
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a...
Leave the Wonder Course to me. I'll work, don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang.
I'll sort that out.
Oh?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know it. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that. Master also said she hoped that maybe it won't work for me to stay here after.
Without knowing the ins and outs of you, but now that our paths have crossed...
Thank you. So, Master Zhang...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are...
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else... little secretary. We found all the materials.
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti Sigils look good. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plush yet.
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade...
Huh? Where's Beto?
Captain Beto has some business to attend to. She will join...
All right, then. Guess we'll head on up. This has been a long time coming.
Combine the Adepti Sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Thank you all.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here? And the Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is...
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I...
You're quite welcome.
A traveler, Shenhe?
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow. You're a mind read.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. If you want to know how to make...
Wow. Paimon...
Your question was written, so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek a...
Oh, great! So no more questions from us.
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But
are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, a sense?
Yes. To become perhaps someone you've met, or something you've... In short, everyone needs a reason to...
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto! It's your...
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked. It's not gonna be easy to deal with.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beto? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down. At that time, I dreamed that one day, my wish has not changed to this very... I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, and I hope that you can all witness it. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Manifest!
You will regret this!
One with my blade!
Unleash!
Obey! Manifest! Do your master's bidding!
Unleash! Manifest!
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Unleash! This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequence... I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance...
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. Hence, on balance,
while the position of Tianquan remains mine.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection, and hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please. Have a good rest. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited.
Hey! Look! Miss
Miss Yun is going on stage!
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right?
Alternatively, you could leave us alone.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. rebuilding the Jade Chamber would draw out such a massive monster. Oh, for a second there, Paimon really thought the Jade Chamber was gonna be ruined again. Oh, but it's all over now. Oh, no. Let's ask Lady Ningguang how things are shaping up for the festival this year.
Send this report to the Ministry of... Also, be sure to tell them that though the lantern rite may be complicated...
Hello, Lady Ningguang. It's us again.
No, of course not. You are my honored guests, and given the looks of you two,
That's right!
As always, there will be a variety. Releasing Mingxiao lanterns has always been at the heart of the lantern rite. But with all that has occurred in Liyue as of late, I think the people of the city... So, I believe that this year calls for a celebration of particular magnificence. We are currently in the process of placing fireworks at various locations.
Fireworks? But is there something special about the
Fireworks were originally developed alongside many other inventions here in Liyue. When our ancestors first created fireworks, they were originally known as firecrackers. In those days, it was difficult for people's lifestyle, but through our local customs, the pioneering spirit, we made improvements to firecrackers and began setting them off during the lantern rite to commemorate.
Wow!
As I'm sure you already know, I've left Kuching in charge of the fireworks show.
We need to add a few more locations for launching fireworks. The show has to...
But... Lady Kuching...
The budget is exactly what it's meant to be. It's the next... If you think the current budget will not suffice, then we'll simply have to apply for more funding from the Ministry of Civil Affairs and wait for their approval. Our aim is to organize a memorable lantern rite. The budget is there just to facilitate planning. We mustn't lose sight of our goal.
Yes, Lady Kuching. I understand.
Good. And please remember, safety first. Oh, it's Ningguang and the travel. Are you here for the lantern rite? Your timing couldn't be any better. The preparations are almost complete. I'm reviewing the positioning of the fireworks and double-checking.
Forgive my directness, but if I'm not mistaken, you could just as easily leave these tasks to your subordinates. You've already been working around the clock these past few days. I am sure a break would not be amiss.
No, it's fine. Pengyi, please redraft our plans, make a summary report, and send it to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I'm going into town to check the progress of the fireworks setup. I'll return shortly. As for you, Traveler, you're our esteemed guest. Pengyi, is everything clear?
Yes, Lady Kuching.
Good. Ningguang, Traveler, goodbye.
Please, excuse me, Lady Ningguang. And, Lady Kuching told me a great deal of information, and I have to write up the plans from scratch again. Oh, one moment. Here, Traveler. This is a launch tube. Lady Kuching said you may be interested. Someone with good handicrafts.
Whew. Paimon could, well, more like, did you notice it too? Lady Kuching is a lot more outspoken, and she seems a whole lot busy.
Ever since the Adepti left Liyue Harbor in the hands of mortals, we Qixing have taken up the responsibility of leading the people. We have taken charge of many vital tasks in various sectors, and we are responsible for planning. And that said, being in charge of everything, and Jiangzhou was responsible for planning the Lantern Rite in former years. In the end, the Lantern Rite planning was left to Kuching and myself. I am the head organizer. Such an important event should be entrusted to the most qualified candidate.
She's definitely disciplined. No doubt about that.
Absolutely. She is strict with, I'm concerned about the effects it may have on the... Finding balance is an essential concept. I've tried talking to her, but you know how she is. She uses her wit to talk circles around anyone. Traveler, you are quite close to Kuching. Why don't you try talking to her? Maybe she'd listen to someone as experienced as you. Thank you, Traveler. I still have other business to attend to at the Jade Chamber. I'll leave Kuching in your capable hands.
Are you sure you can? Besides, Kuching has been working Duh! Or maybe... we could ask a friend! You know, someone more knowledgeable about these things. Huh? Zhang Li? Oh, there's no... Paimon think...
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Hello. How may I help you? Ah, yes.
Out with the director?
The director said that they were... If you'd prefer, I've heard the director...
Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, I am so full. Not another bite. Hats off to you, Xiangling. Serving the grilled fish with a dipping sauce is quite an innovative approach. The flavor is just to die for.
That's my signature dipping sauce. I knew it would taste great.
Tempered Jueyun chili powder mixed with garlic paste and chopped scallions, then seasoned with salt, vinegar, and soy sauce, before finally sizzling in hot oil. This recipe may seem a bit crude, but is entirely hinged on the precise balancing of flavors and seasonings by the chef. Everything must be balanced just right. It is the consummate mastery of this balance that turns a humble dish into an exquisite one.
Oh, that's quite the compliment, don't you think?
I'm flattered. Thank you.
And I thought I have a way with words. But you certainly take the prize, Mr. Zhongli.
You are too kind, Director. Your eloquence is... infamous in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, what's that? Oh, would you like to order something, Guoba? Oh, please, by all means, it's my treat. I'll just open a tab under Xiangling.
Hey, are you guys talking about tasty food again?
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon. What brings you to this side of town? Hold on, let me take a wild guess. Yes. Oh, you must be here for the lantern rite.
Isn't it pretty obvious?
Yeah, come on.
You came at the perfect time. I was just... The owner of Third Round Knockout says it's... well, a real knockout. Mr. Zhongli and Hu Tao seem to like it too, but I think it never hurt. How about it, you two? Would you like to have a taste? Huh. Don't have to ask Paimon twice. Huh?
We meet again, Traveler. I trust your journey is going well? Splendid. Therein lies the value of a journey.
So come on. What? And just in case you were wondering, we're on business too. We only tried Xiangling's dish since we just happened to be here.
Business?
Even during the most joyous of holidays, life still follows its natural course, does it not? Is that really so surprising? Oh, you could go ahead and chat away. Xiangling and I will go have some tea with the boss over there. Oh,
Of course. I'll see you later, Director. Now then, Traveler. What? Yes. The Yuheng is honest, intelligent, and most diligent. She is capable of shouldering responsibilities that few others could. But everything has a balance, and one's health must certainly weigh in.
Yeah! Everyone knows...
If I were still the... Besides, I am by no means close to the Yuheng. Taking the liberty to lecture her may just as easily produce the opposite of the desired effect.
Oh, you're right.
We could take a more subtle, indirect, such as telling a story that resonates with her, containing your message conveyed within it. Such a story can be achieved by...
Paimon doesn't really get it.
I knew you'd understand what to do. Well done, traveler. Go collect some source materials for your story. Of course, I can always provide you with... Once we have formulated the plot, you are on amiable terms with the Yuheng, which makes you the natural candidate.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So we need to talk with people who know Kuching, right? So who should we start with?
Greetings, everyone. I hope I'm not intruding.
Huh? Oh! Lady Kuching!
Mr. Zhongli, I didn't expect to see you here. Thank you for all your assistance during the rite of parting.
You are most welcome, Yuheng. It was the least I could do.
Why? And what's with your strange expression? Oh, I see. My apologies. I appear to have interrupted your conversation with Mr. Zhongli.
Kuching, are you here looking for us?
Yes, I was going to ask you to introduce me to the Adepti. I thought that it would be fitting to send them some festive gifts. On behalf of the Liyue Qixing.
But didn't you meet them when we were fighting to defend Liyue Harbor together? You could just as easily—
Yes, but we only met briefly on that single occasion. The Adepti made, which is why I thought it would be more appropriate to ask.
So you even have to run around delivering gifts in person? It sure doesn't seem easy to be a cheese—
Thank you, Traveler. I'm sorry to make you run errands with me during our big festival. I promise to make this quick, and I'll be sure to get you back in time to enjoy the fireworks show. Huh? Together? All right. Speaking of which, Mr. Zhongli, the fireworks show will be particularly exciting this year. Please, don't miss it.
Ah, yes. Thank you for your kind reminder.
I should be going now. Traveler, please come find me at the Jade Chamber once you're ready.
And there she goes.
That's the Yuheng. Efficient and reliable.
You're really reliable too, Zhongli.
Why, thank you, Paimon. Please, don't forget our earlier conversation. Once you've collected enough story material, we can meet here.
Let me tell you how.
I just like to make people smile.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
I can't believe. What should I try this time?